Did you ever wonder what led to the Dodgers being owned by one of the wealthiest sports ownership groups in the United States? Well, let me explain. You see, in February 2004, Frank McCourt, a Boston real estate developer, purchased the Dodgers for more than $400 million from News Corporation, a media conglomerate run by Rupert Murdoch. And after taking over, Frank would install his wife Jamie as CEO of the Dodgers, and the Dodgers would actually turn into a competitive team because from 2004 to 2009, they would make the playoffs 4 times, including back-to-back NLCS appearances in 2008 and 2009. But after the Dodgers' second straight defeat to the Phillies in the NLCS, that's when things started to change. Because you see, in October of 2009, Frank surprisingly fired his wife as CEO of the Dodgers, and she immediately filed for divorce. And once the divorce proceedings began, that's when the truth came out. Because you see, when Frank McCourt initially took over the Dodgers, he couldn't actually cover the total cost, so he ended up brokering a heavily leveraged deal. He ended up borrowing more than $140 million from Fox, and he put up the couple's entire real estate investments in Boston as collateral to finish the purchase, which left them completely drained personally, and they were already in heavy debt when they started out. And things got way worse for Frank because the MLB started investigating the Dodgers. And what the MLB discovered was that during the McCourt's tenure from 2004 to 2009, the McCourts had siphoned off more than $100 million in funds from the Dodgers. This was to fund their private lifestyle and the purchase of multi-million-dollar homes. And as the divorce dragged on, the MLB ended up discovering that the Dodgers were in financial straits and could barely make payroll, which led to the McCourts filing for emergency funds to pay the players and staff. And this would lead to Frank McCourt, in a last-ditch effort, trying to broker a broadcast deal with Fox that would pay him the tune of $3 billion. However, the league nixed it once they realized that he was actually using this deal to cover too much of his debts. These debts include more than $20 million in legal fees from his divorce and the $131 million payment he needed to make to his ex-wife. So with no other options, he filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. This led to the MLB trying to take control of the team in bankruptcy court and forcing the McCourts out. However, before a bankruptcy judge could make a ruling, the McCourts and the MLB ended up deciding on selling the team by April of 2012. This led to the team being purchased by Guggenheim Baseball Management for more than $2 billion. Now stay tuned for our second part where we cover Guggenheim Baseball Management. Leave us a comment down below and head on over to our page, Useless Sports Guru, and subscribe.